What's up, guys? We're here. Welcome back to the channel. Yes, we got some Call of Duty action on the channel. Today, I'm going to bring you the top 5 meta SMGs for Warzone. These are going to work both on Rebirth as well as Verdansk on the big map. So let's go ahead and break these down. We got a lot of information to cover. Let's go through them 1 to 5, and we actually got a bonus one at the end, so make sure you stick all the way to the end. All right, the first SMG, of course, I think is the C9. This one is an absolute banger of a gun. This thing has been like dominating the meta for a while, so this is the kind of setup that I do, and we're all going to do with five attachment setups. If you're doing the 8 mods, you already know that you're going to add everything into the gun. Is just going to be a monster. But starting off, we are going to go with compensator. Compensator is really good, although you can do the monolithic suppressor if you really want. This thing is really nice. I do like the compensator, but because the recoil on this gun is already so strong, the monolithic suppressor is probably the best, not only for the bullet velocity but the damage range as well. It's just really strong. You can see kind of the metrics here. I know my camera's blocking a little bit of it, but that's okay. So after the muzzle, we're gonna go barrel. This thing, it's tough. You could really go long barrel for kind of like Rebirth Island, or just kind of having a little bit more damage range, but Gain's twist barrel is just so good on this gun. It's an absolute banger. Having more bullet velocity is just really good to help get your bullets out there. Under barrel, easy peasy. Ranger 4 grip is probably the best for the recoil and sprint. However, you could go with the G grip if you really want, but Ranger 4 grip is by far the best one. Now for your magazine, this is totally up to you. If you want to do the extended mag just to have a little bit less of like reload quickness and you get through, 40 rounds is still really good. However, the extended mag 2 is just the best. You're going to lose a little bit of the ADS, the aim down sight speed and reload quickness, but that's okay. Having 50 rounds is just good to be able to drop, you know, 2, 3, maybe even a full squad, especially on Rebirth Island. So the extended mag 2 is typically what I like to go with. Now the rear grip, easy ergonomic grip. Dive to fire speed, slide to fire speed, aim down ADS speed, jumping ADS speed. It's just all around super good. Now, if you wanted to, you could do without the barrel, guys. You could use that, leave the barrel. You could go with a stock. You could do no stock if you are a speed demon, or you could go in and do a balance stock, which is really nice for stray speed and just movement speed. Or if you really wanted to, you could go with the laser. However, I really just have the barrel. Reinforced barrel is super strong here. You could do long barrel or gain twist. I think I like to just have a little bit more damage range with some bullet velocity, so the reinforced barrel is typically what I'm going to go with. But on Rebirth, you definitely want to do the gain twist barrel. That is going to be the C9. Coming in at number 2, the brand new gun, the LC10. This thing absolutely slaps as a new SMG in the meta. So let's go ahead and break this down. Very easy to use. The iron sights on this gun are just so good. They're not as good as the C9, but like if we go in here into the fire range and you check it out, like the iron sights are okay. They do work. They're perfectly fine. But the C9 just has way better iron sights. You can see more of your screen and just dominate everybody. But if you do like have issues with a lot of the iron sights in the game like I do, then sometimes it sucks having, you know, the iron sights like this. Now, what I will tell you is that the skins, the version that's in the store, the lightning bolt version, very strong. The iron sights on that are great. Now, so we're not going to do an optic, but we're going to go straight into the muzzle. No brainer. Compensator all the way, because this thing does have some kick. So having the compensator to help with that vertical recoil is going to be really nice. Or you could go with the monolithic. Totally fine. You could do either one. It is totally up to you, but I definitely like the vertical recoil. The monolithic suppressor is still really strong. Like if you go in here and check this thing out, like it's not hard to aim the gun really, so the monolithic is just really nice, so you could do that. But the compensator is very good for this gun. Into the barrel, of course, we're going gain twist. However, I really enjoy the long barrel. The long barrel on this gun is just so good for the damage range. It's just really hard to pass up. You could do the reinforced barrel, which just seems really strong because you get the additional bullet velocity. But I have found with my playthroughs and like my games that long barrel is just so much better. So long barrel there. Under barrel, same thing. We're going with the Ranger 4 grip, although the G grip has really been like on me about like this attachment has just been really growing on me. But so far, I will keep it with the Ranger 4 grip. However, you do not need this. We're going to go in and we got the extended mag 2 at 55 rounds. However, 45 rounds seems to be a sweet spot in this game with this gun, because the damage that it has, 45 rounds, I can drop 2 or 3 players, reload, or drop 2 full players with the kills without the throwing knife and be fine. So I like the extended mag 1 on here. On the grip, where again, we're going ergonomic grip. It's just better. One other one is the CQB grip, which just seems to be really nice, but I do like to have the added ADS on here, but you may not need it. The CQB grip is also really, really strong. Next is going to be the stock. Again, if you're a speed demon, then go with no stock. However, I really enjoy the balance stock, but you don't even really need one. You could go, here is where you have a flex. So if you don't like the iron sights, this is where I would add an optic if you do not like having the iron sights on the gun. Or you could come in, you could just add the 9mm parabellum overpressure rounds for some more bullet velocity. Or if you're still struggling with the recoil, then do recoil springs. But I like this a lot. Oh, I got 5, but like you could do this one, the 9 parabellum, but I am at 5. I'm sorry, guys. So what you want to do is you would probably want to take away the ergonomic grip if you're going to do the iron, like a sight on here, an optic. Otherwise, keep the ergonomic grip and you are good to go. This thing absolutely slaps. Coming in at number 3, the LOADRA. Super high fire rate, super good at consistency with the gun. It handles very, very well. Again, the iron sights though are a little bit cheese. I will say they're a little bit cheese. Like if it didn't have the back iron sights looking like that, it would just be so much better. But this gun has so much more kick than the other SMGs. It's, you know, it's all right. That's why I got it at the 3 slot. So again, if you have issues with the iron sights, go ahead and grab an optic. I definitely suggest grabbing like the Velocity Reflex, or you go grab the, where's the one I like? I don't even know if it's on this gun in particular. Yeah, you can grab the Maryland Mini. If it has the regular Maryland, you're good, or just grab the Microflex. But again, we are not going to be doing the monolith suppressor on this. You fully want to have the compensator because of the kick on the gun. It's just a little too much for an SMG, in my opinion. It's kind of like the compact, just has a little bit more kick. Otherwise, I definitely would go with the monolith suppressor. Next on the barrel, again, long barrel is just so good. I don't know why it feels so good in comparison to these other barrels, but like gain twist is super good for bullet velocity. The fire rate on this gun is already so high. I don't know if you necessarily need the bullet velocity from the gain twist. I think long barrel and having a little bit more range is fine. But if you want to mix it, of course, you can go reinforced. I'm going to go long barrel because it just feels the best. Again, where you're going to go Ranger foregrip here, just for the recoil and sprinting moving speed. And then the mag, again, we extended mag 1, you're already at 55 rounds. Extended mag 2, you go to 66. I think that's a little bit too much. It's a little bit too much of an investment to have the negatives to the ADS speed, as well as the reload quickness and sprint to fire. I think I'm just going to go with the extended mag 1. That puts me at 55 solid rounds. However, if you do not want to have a mag, you're fine. 38 rounds is just okay. But I would encourage you to have at least the extended mag 1. Now, again, we're going to go with the ergonomic grip. If you do not want to do that one, then of course you can go with the no stock. If you're a speed demon, the balance stock is actually surprisingly good on this gun. However, I will say at this point with the four mods, if you are having issues, throw on the recoil springs if you're really having a big problem with this gun. But again, it doesn't move after the initial attachments. So I would just get rid of this, and I would probably go ergonomic grip, or I would go stock. The balance stock is really, really nice, but I like the ergo grip to kind of offset. Now, you guys are going to kind of notice that a lot of these guns are built very similar in the SMG category, but yeah, man, it just slaps, dude. The gun is just so good. All right, coming in at number 4, we do have the compact. Okay, this gun had got a huge buff in the recent patch, or it was either the recent patch or the patch before, but this gun it's really good. However, the fire rate and just jumpiness of the gun is just really crazy. Like if we go into the firing range, like it's just, I don't know what it is about this gun. The iron sights, like it reminds me of the old MP5, and you can see it just has a lot of jump. Like it's just so much jump on the gun. Now if I try to control it, like it's okay, but there's a lot of jump on here. So with the compact in the 4 slot, we are going to go straight compensator. Straight compensator to help with the vertical recoil. It's just too good not to have. Again, otherwise what I would do is I would take the monolithic, but the compensator is really going to help. Like if we go in here, you can see how we were jumping with the gun earlier. Now, much more consistent just with the compensator. It feels so much better. Now, the next attachment that we're going to do, the barrel, again, I really just love the long barrel. Now, what's cool about this compact is if you take the compensator off, besides doing long barrel, because I feel like long barrel is just the best, you can come down and do the integrated suppressor barrel. Okay, this is going to take your muzzle slot because it's going to fill up both, but you do get some bullet velocity and damage range. This is basically just mimicking the monolithic suppressor, but it's a lot. You're losing the muzzle slot. So if we go in and take a look at this thing, like it's on there, it's nice, but you can still see that little bit of a jump. And you can see that the iron sight has changed. It's not a full circle now, but it's not bad to have that thing on there. I do feel like it's kind of a sleeper mod with this gun, but if you don't like it, you don't like it. You know what I mean? But if you do not like the iron sights, then what I would suggest is that you do take this infiltrator, then you come grab an optic, and then you're good to go. We're going to go under barrel though. We're going to go ahead. Now, if you're still having issues with any kind of like recoil, then still definitely go with the Ranger foregrip. I mean, you could do the vertical if you're really having a big problem, but the Ranger foregrip is just the best underbarrel attachment in the game. Mags, you're starting at 38. What is it? No, you're at 30. So extended mag 1 is only giving you 40 rounds. And let me tell you, you are going to burn through those so fast. So what I suggest is definitely going to grab the extended mag 2 at a minimum, which gives you 50 rounds. The extended mag 3 is way too much for the negative. So I would take the extended mag 2, which just feels so much better. In the rear grip, of course, you got ergonomic if you really want to take that. I would definitely take that. And then in the stocks, again, if you're a speed demon, get rid of the no stock. That way you could just fly around the map. Otherwise, you strafe really, really well. So what I would probably do is take the recoil springs just to help add into the recoil of this gun, because it just feels, that feels so much better. Like there's still a little bit of jumpiness around on the iron sights, even kind of like pulling on it, right? Like there's still a little bit of jump, but it doesn't feel as bad. But if you take this off, you could always go stock. Again, I feel like if you just go compensator and then go into the long barrel, this just feels the best. It just, the gun just doesn't move. For an SMG, it feels really, really strong, especially at that like 15 meter range, like 10 to 15 meters. It just feels so, so good. Now, last but not least, I don't want this video to go too long. Even though I have it in the 5th slot, it's really the number 2 slot besides the C9. It could even be the best SMG in the game, and that is going to be the Jackal. I have already preloaded the attachments on here because I've been using this. I got a gameplay coming, guys, and there's multiple clips that you're going to see with this gun, and it just fries. I don't know what it is. This gun just absolutely fries. We're going to go with compensator, reinforced barrel, Ranger foregrip, extended mag 1, which puts you to 40. Although the extended mag 2 is probably the best for 50. And then with the ergonomic grip, this thing is nasty. Let me tell you, this thing is gross. It just fries. Now, I do want to show something really quickly. Like you can see here, this is just to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if we change loadout to the C9, which is arguably the best SMG in the game, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's actually 1 bullet faster with the Jackal just to the body. I know it's 1 round, 1 bullet, but that 1 bullet can make all the difference, and that's before any kind of headshots. This gun just, it doesn't move. It fries at all the ranges. It's just so good. Now, what I will say, the one negative to this gun is the iron sights. The iron sights, it's like a mini AK, and the iron sights are just, it just sucks. The iron sights are just really bad. Now, I've been using it without a, without a sight on it, and it's been fine, especially at the very, very close ranges. But again, if you're somebody who is struggling with the iron sights on some of these guns, because I completely understand that, What I would tell you to do is just go ahead and drop the ergonomic grip. Go ahead and grab your favorite red dot. Come back in. It's completely fine. You do not need the ergo, and it just fries, right? Like it's just so good, man. I don't think you need a sight on it, but again, if you're one of those people that struggle with that, then throw it on here. That's the one attachment I would probably take off. But for me, it's a no-brainer. Again, with the barrel, you can pick and choose between here. The bullet range and damage range is nice. One more here on the long barrel. It seems fine. Gain twist, though, is probably the best, but the reinforce has just been what works for me, I think. So, yeah. But the Jackal, I'm telling you guys, is probably the best SMG in the game. Probably the best SMG in the game. Let's try it with the long barrel real quick. Just to... I mean, it just absolutely fries, guys. So yeah, I appreciate everybody watching, guys. Thank you guys so much. These are the top 5 SMGs inside of Warzone. These will all work for Resurgence, Rebirth, or even on Verdansk on the big maps. So guys, drop a like. That really does help out the channel as a newer Call of Duty creator. Really do appreciate all the support, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, and as always, stay gaming. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.